Well, it looks like Santa may just have brought good weather and easy flying for everyone who was getting on board trains or planes or automobiles. AAA, in fact, predicted that airports are busier than ever this holiday season. The agency forecasts 7.5 million air travelers between Christmas and New Year, passing 2019's pre-pandemic record of 7.3 million passengers. For a look at how the airlines are handling the holiday travel surge, let's bring in Sarah Nelson, International President of the Association of Flight Attendants. Her union represents nearly 50,000 flight attendants at 20 airlines, many of whom I know were working over the long holiday weekend, and we appreciate their hard work. Nice to see you, Sarah.
Nice to see you, too, and thank you so much.
Let's start with the news first off. It looks like there was still some hiccups for Southwest on the heels of that $140 million fine that the DOT handed down for last year's just complete meltdown. In this case, Southwest blamed it on, say, fog in Chicago, and it looked like everything was going to resolve. What grade would you give Southwest in particular, and more broadly the airlines over the weekend, for handling the massive crowds?
I think we're sitting here at a solid B. And that is not just because of the airlines. I think it's really important to recognize that this has been a joint effort between airports, the government, and the airlines. The TSA workers have been attracted to the job because Administrator Pekoski moved them to the general schedule like other federal workers, like they've been working for so long to do. That was essentially a 30% pay increase, which allowed them to staff up and have enough TSA workers to move people through those security lines, which was a big part of this. The airlines have accepted the concerns that we've raised over the last year, saying you have not put the investments back into the airlines to make sure that you have enough staff to be able to run the operation, to reschedule all of those things. The ongoing issues are just that not all of the contracts done, and all of the flight attendant contracts are up right now, and those need to get resolved soon too. But we have said over this last year, you've got to invest in the airlines, you've got to get these contracts done before you give $1 in stock buybacks to Wall Street, and so far so good.
Okay, so pilots in large part have come away with really impressive salary gains in their just completed contracts. Southwest just recently raised pilots' wages 50% over 5 years. We saw a similar trajectory at United and Delta and American. Do you think this bodes well for flight attendants in pressing their concerns?
Well, I will tell you that this is on the heels of 20 years of austerity, the bankruptcies following 9/11, and then during all of the consolidation, there was not really a major step forward for workers. So we were just barely getting back to the level that we were prior to 9/11, if adjusted for inflation. And this was always expected, that this would be a major step forward. It was supposed to happen in 2020. The pandemic put that on hold. But these increases for pilots are exactly what other workers are expecting, and they need it because it has been a long time coming. So the expectations are very high, and the airlines are going to need to understand that this is not a pilot-only problem. This is going to have to get resolved throughout the workforce.
I was surprised to read that flight attendants don't get paid for time when passengers are boarding, which can be long. I know, as a passenger myself.
It's true.
Does that issue, and I know that that's one of the issues for the contracts, is getting paid for that. Will that matter if your pay gets made up in other areas?
So this is an antiquated pay system from the 1930s, the pilot contracts actually, and then airline workers were exempted from the Fair Labor Standards Act, which has meant that we've had to try to get that pay in other ways. What has happened is that our days have become much longer. Our very first contract at United Airlines in 1946 had an 8-hour day. It's very common that flight attendants today are working 14, 15, 16-hour days. That means more takeoffs and landings. That means more time that you're working with the passengers and not getting paid. And in a situation today, like we have, with all the cost cutting that has happened, cutting back staffing to the very minimum, filling those planes as much as possible, every single seat, of course, our jobs are much harder too. So this has been a more recent issue that we have not been able to get at because contract bargaining has not been about moving forward for essentially the last 20 years. And we're going to get at it now. There's way too much ground time, way too much time on the job that we're not getting paid. And there's no way to make that up in other ways, like the airlines would like to tell you.
Sarah, I want to spend just a second just to say thanks to all the flight attendants and the pilots. I do a lot of flying on the holidays, and they're always so great on those days, especially even the TSA agents. So my question, first of all, I want to just confirm, you're under some contracts go back to 2012, 2014. Is that right, that some of these contracts have not been negotiated in more than a decade?
That's exactly correct,
wow.
Yes. And so the Railway Labor Act, contracts become amendable, they don't expire. And so that means that these contract negotiations can just go on and on. We're really bringing that to a head, and you're going to see protesting. You're going to see flight attendants across the country protesting on February 13th, actually.
The thing I wanted to ask you about was this, not that. I want to confirm that. Are people nastier now? Are the passengers meaner, angrier?
You know, whenever you bring a bunch of humanity together in a closed space, you're going to have issues. And when you have fewer staff to be able to address those issues sooner, temperatures can rise fast. But this is what I will say, Steve. The people who come to our door, for the most part, are kind. And actually, what I saw this week as I was traveling out to my mom's was every worker doing an amazing job in the airport. And every passenger saying thank you and expressing gratitude. And there seems to be a real working class solidarity happening out there. Everybody knows that we're in this together. And I have to say, we still have these major events, but they are a fraction of the people. And most people want to be kind and express kindness and help each other along.
No, it's the Taylor Swift effect.
What's that?
If everything else is Taylor Swift. I'm pretty sure that the fact that passengers are kinder is the Taylor Swift effect, too. Sarah, thank you for joining us.
Thank you
Happy
so
New
much.
Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Just my theory.
Well, I like it. And also some good news to close the segment.